because, you know, people bitched about the tier list, or people thought that Elena was like retarded. I was like definitely in that camp. I was like, Elena makes this game so stupid.
Yeah.
But when a game reaches the end of its life and it only gets played by people who love the game, you know, it happened to Brawl. You know, like if you've seen a Brawl tournament recently, only people who love that game play that game.
Play Brawl, yeah.
And only people who are really, really good at that game play that game. It makes the tournaments really something. Every matchup is like something.
So that's what I like to see. It's like I like to see the best of the best. Like people who really know the game like to play.
Yeah.
I don't like to watch like sweeps. I think that's boring.
Yeah,
I like to watch evenly matched.
No, absolutely.
Like, you know, I like to watch it where every round seems like it's the last final battle. Like,
yeah,
you know,
you never want to see just somebody get steamrolled.
Oh, like okay. Well, ladies and germs, I'm letting Mr. Tommy hop on the mic. Hey, it was good chatting.
Nice talking to you.
You know, same here. And I might be back later. I don't know, but we'll see. Take it easy, folks.
Oh boy, before I kill myself coming up here.
So that way I can't see him. I don't know if you can.
Yeah. I can.
What do we got here? We got Ben versus Devin.
Yes, Burst.
Burst. Ben versus Burst.
Burst is using Nash.
Yeah.
It looks like Ben is using Vega.
Interesting fact about Burst, he's the one who knocked me out of the tournament.
Well, as everyone recently just saw, Snack was putting in a great hell of a show. He knocked me out of the tournament. So, in a sense, we still got
It was an
some great
honest
plays.
match. It was an honest match.
It was.
So Vega versus Nash. I don't really know too much about Vega in this game.
Same here. I just recently went up against a Vega earlier today, just like during casual. So,
Yeah.
but definitely I know enough about Nash.
Nash is, I feel like Nash is a pretty standard character, not like bad standard. But
No,
like,
yeah,
he's very representative of what the game
Definitely, he's
is.
very solid. Absolutely.
Yeah. Burst not having the best anti-airs, and I feel like Charlie anti-airs are really, really difficult. He doesn't have an invincible reversal on Wake Up.
Oh, okay.
Get close. We gotta snuggle. We gotta snuggle.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. You didn't hear that.
So Charlie has no invincible Wake Up. He has EX Flash Kick, which I think is not invincible on first frame. So if you meaty correctly, you will always be able to force him to block.
Definitely.
So it really just becomes about like how well do you know your setups on knockdown. But knockdown in this game is just not as good as it was in Street Fighter 4.
Yeah.
Did you play Street Fighter 4?
The thing about me is like I started like once we started Common Grounds, that's when I actually started playing, Street Fighter in the competitive level. So I really didn't know a lot of the mechanics, so I started right at the beginning of Ultra.
Yeah. So just to tell you that one of the major differences in this game is the fact that Wake Up is so much weaker. Since you can control your Wake Up on pretty much any knockdown. There's very, very few true knockdowns. It's way harder to get a guaranteed setup that covers all the options, like you could in Street Fighter 4. Like Street Fighter 4, you could just get knocked down once and then get totally steamrolled because it would like constantly set up into another hard knockdown or something like that.
Right. So Ben is up.
Ben's up 1-0.
Yep.
Purely on BS. Purely on BS.
BS.
Just jumping. Look at him, just jumping.
That's true.
Just jumping. He knows he's not getting anti. See? Just like that.
Well, at least he's not. Vega's not as hated as say Rashid, as everyone's saying, he's gimmicky.
No, I suppose that's true. Vega, the original gimmicky character. I don't know if you ever played ST, but he was.
Yes, I have.
He was that character, that BS character. And I think that original mix-up has not really changed. You still dive kick, you still wall dive rather, and you still cross with your opponent. It's just not as good as it was in this thing.
So is he a much better character now that he's not charged?
Charge is generally considered to be like a shortcoming, generally, because you cannot simply do your specials at any time you want. So you can't like walk forward and then turn around punch, or you can't walk forward and dash punch with power up.
Right.
So I think that it would always be an improvement, but they did a good job of balancing. Because if he had as good of normals as he did in Street Fighter 4 and was also a motion character, that would be a little bit too much.
Yeah.
You know, charge characters usually get by on having amazing normals because they simply can't do their specials at any time.
Right.
So I feel like his normals are not as pokey, they're not as long-reaching as they were.
Right.
In Street Fighter 4, I feel like he could reach across like half the stage and have the range, but that's not the case this time. So it's much more about like getting the combos and everything. Right. Still an honest character though, not a bullshit.
As some characters are.
Yeah. Oh, that was some BS.
Ben takes a 2-0.
That was some BS. I just said that. That was some BS right there. Let me neutral jump. Let me neutral jump from across the screen, and if you do anything, I'm just gonna throw a flower at you.
And then over at the station
Start.
All right, everybody, we're gonna start up top 8.
Top 8.
Top 8 winners. We got Ignition going up against